centre there, the acrobats with the flags of the 8 competing nations. And they will dance and throw the flags around in real coordination. And you see that centre, the flags, as the outside dancers spread wide to let them dance around. Here the choreography was done by Renata Vietas and Alberto Carmignani. In the centre, the people with the flags are members of the Fractions group, who are famous jugglers and acrobats here within Brazil. Again, part of the carnival in Rio de Janeiro each year. Also down there, members of the Brazilian army who played a key role too in this opening ceremony. The costumes made by 5 sewing and prop workshops under the tutelage of Rosas de Auro and that leading samba school in Sao Paulo. Each nation in turn will give us a glimpse of a variation on the national dance of that country. There's the Spanish. Mexico next to them. In the centre, the flags of Japan and Uruguay, Italy and Mexico all being twirled around now. Amazingly sheer number of people who put their names forward to take part and turned up to the auditions here. 8,000 went for the part, so each part was oversubscribed by some 4 to 1. And the people down there, the lucky ones to get places in this opening ceremony. Organisers who put this together chose the theme of Carnival because they feel that Carnival embodies football and that it's an event which brings a nation together in a vibrancy of noise and colour and spectacle. And having seen this so far, you can see exactly what they mean. This was the vision of a man called Paulo Barros, who is a driving force behind the Rio Carnival, and a man who is famous here in Brazil for putting together some quite unique dances and making allegories, using dancers to put on a real show and a real spectacle, which is what we're seeing right now. Nigeria, of course, here as the African champions. They won the Africa Cup of Nations only in February of this year, one of the last teams to book their place in this Confederations Cup. They kick off their first game tomorrow against the outsiders, the Oceania champions, Tahiti. Comes at a really proud moment in the Brazilian nation's history. They are a nation on a real high in terms of sport, of course, the Confederations Cup, the World Cup, the Olympic Games. Also a nation too on an economic high as well. It is a good time to be a Brazilian, a nation undergoing a tremendous facelift and overhaul. And this, of course, their first chance of 3 in the coming years to really showcase themselves to a global audience. Uruguay come here as many people's outside tips team who, of course, won their record 15th Copa America in Argentina in 2011. Players like Luis Suarez and Edinson Cavani will be players who will shine and maybe take this event by storm. And there you hear the cheers for the Brazilian dancers, the host nation. Their chance, of course, to shine on centre stage. Now the flags are all being borne by members of the Brazilian army. The 8 competing nations at this year's FIFA Confederations Cup. Has been called the Festival of Champions, the Confederations Cup. All the teams here because they are winners. One exceptions this year, the Italians who were runners-up in Europe to Spain, who of course qualify as the world champions. As the 8 nations depart, now we shall see the element which is being called simply the game.
Ya, suatu atraksi di mana para penari ya tadi ya.
Betul.
Berusaha untuk menampilkan tarian dari masing-masing negara.
Ada 8 negara peserta.
Iya, ada 8. Bayangkan kalau Indonesia yang lolos begitu ya, itu kira-kira tarian apa yang akan disajikan oleh para penari. Kita lebih dari 30 provinsi di sini. Dan beberapa saat lagi kita akan melihat atraksi puncak dari upacara pembukaan. Seperti ada kejutan.
Kita juga melihat betapa antusiasnya para penonton di sana.
Padahal di bagian luar stadion, di beberapa tempat yang lain ada ini ya, ada juga yang protes terhadap penyelenggaraan konser karena biaya yang luar biasa tinggi. Kita lihat.
But for a game, well, surely you need goalposts. Do we have goalposts? Keep watching. Yes, we have goalposts. We have players. And do we have a ball? The ball, a replica of the Cafusa, which will be used at this Confederations Cup. And of course, we're all here to see teams score goals. So, are we going to see a goal? Here comes the attack forming down the right-hand flank. The commentator's voice gets louder as the attacker goes through on goal. Will he score? Of course he will. Well, goals are the name of the game. Take a bow. And now take their leave. And here we are in Brazil, in Brasilia. For what? We're here for the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup. Now we shall see the unveiling of the tournament logo on a huge, vast banner here. dancers, all volunteers. And there you see a flag which weighs almost 500 kilograms to paint the picture of why we are here in Brazil. This famous footballing, sporting nation says hello, says welcome to the FIFA Confederations Cup for 2013.
Ya, setelah tadi kita menyaksikan bagaimana para penari menampilkan tarian mereka, tadi kita juga barusan melihat bagaimana teatrikal para pesepak bola di atas lapangan hijau.
Ada dua tim merah dan juga tim putih yang akhirnya gol ditimbang oleh tim putih. Apakah ini sebuah pertanda dari dalam konteks jersey begitu ya, dengan segala kliniknya? Apakah pertanda bahwa yang akan juara adalah tim yang menggunakan warna terang? Nah, ini menarik gitu sebenarnya. Tapi kalau menurut kamu, menurut Anda nggak melihat upacara pembukaan, apa yang komen Anda begini?
Mestinya sih Brasil punya budaya karnaval yang bagus tuh, Rio Karnaval. Seharusnya bisa lebih bagus dari ini harusnya sih.
Gitu ya? Tapi kalau melihat atraksi puncak tadi, kan cute ya?
Pitception. Lapangan di atas lapangan.
Gitu. Lapangan begitu. Tapi begini tadi, apa ya? Pohon pisang apa?
Nah itu dia, pohon kelapa katanya. Tiba-tiba nongol pemain main di lapangan di kelapa.
Dan ini dikabarkan sekitar 3.000 sukarelawan yang memeriahkan pesta tersebut.
Baik. Ada 3.000 dancer yang tadi rupanya memberikan suguhan. Kita lihat wajah para penonton happy aja ya. Walaupun kita tahu bahwa persiapan Brazil untuk menjadi tuan rumah Piala Konfederasi dan juga Piala Dunia penuh dengan masalah nih kan.
Iya, sama biayanya mungkin kan bermasalah dengan pembangunan stadion dan harga tiket yang terlalu mahal, dan katanya Piala Dunia ini Piala Dunia buat orang kaya, bukan Piala Dunia untuk masyarakat Brazil yang katanya rata-rata pendapatannya rendah. Mungkin 11-12 kalau Piala Dunia di Indonesia juga sih.
Tapi dengan melihat antusiasnya ini, sepertinya ini sebuah